Good afternoon to our fellow kings and queens. Welcome back to another episode on the BowTie Sports Podcast, where we discuss the week's current and highest trending topics in the sports world. I hope you all are well. We had some technical difficulties, guys, but we are back. And are we going to just pretend like that didn't happen? Yes, we are. Okay. So moving on. I hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving,
Right.
guys. How are you doing? How are you doing, fellas?
I'm doing great. Uh it was a technical difficulties, but hey, we got them fixed. We got them fixed. We doing great.
We
Thanksgiving
are.
was amazing. Spent the time with the family. Uh, enjoying seeing everyone. Well, everyone's still here, breathing and kicking. How about you, Jay?
Yes.
Man,
I'm a
I'm
little
doing phenomenal. You know, turkeys got slaughtered. Everybody eating straight, eating good, greens,
not
jams, and
slaughtered.
duck. Yeah, slaughtered. No, what? Ain't no better way of saying it. We gonna say, well, turkeys got carved nicely. We carved some turkeys nicely. Some turkeys got hit with cars, some got hit with bow and arrows. Either way it goes, it was on the dinner table.
I mean,
Either way it
So
goes
so
on.
so remember that always share, comment, leave your comments.
Please, guys,
Any questions.
always.
So let's get this
yeah.
show on the roll. What you got for us? What we got on the show? What the people respect for us today, December? What we have?
Man, we got to get into the Chiefs, Travis Kelsey. We got
Mm.
to get into Deion Sanders and Larsa Pippen's crazy tail self. But we are going to go ahead and kick off this episode discussing the Chiefs versus the Charger. This Sunday's past game ended in a victory for the Chiefs, 30-27. What are you guys feeling about that? I already know Hence's take, so Dre.
You you already
Well,
know
I'm gonna
my
say
take. You know my take. You know me.
I
I'm
don't.
obviously
Yeah, we already know.
I
you already know
mean,
my take.
I
Go ahead.
mean, but really,
Let's see what you got to say.
really, your take. I mean, we already know you
Before
gonna
we get in my take,
ride the
let's go
Chiefs.
ahead.
You already know
Let's
you gonna
go
sit and
ahead.
ride them.
That's all
You know
right.
you gonna
Let's
ride
go.
the
I
Chiefs.
mean,
Let's get into the recap. What happened?
Okay, recap.
I came in the league, went straight for the title. No time to idle. I finna get it, put that on the Bible. This is survival. Gotta treat every move like a fight. One by one. Nobody believe it, they all in denial.
Just underway here in Southern California. And Mahomes going towards Fortson on a wheel route, catches it inside the 5. Jody Fortson on the wheel, right between the double eights. After Mahomes, quick throw. Near side it goes to Kelsey, bounces off the hit, comes on the angle and trots into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chargers go without a huddle. Chiefs pressure him and they'll sack him back at the 38-yard line, a loss of 8. Mahomes from his own end zone, fires it good, near side at the 25, and across the 30 for a first down. Justin Watson stays in the pocket, crossing pattern, caught at the 25-yard line. Kelsey at the 20-15, sheds a tackler up the right sideline, 10, 5, touchdown! Kansas City! In the shotgun is Herbert. Looking right here. It's Willie Gay Jr. Mahomes takes the snap on 1st and 10.
Boo.
Now steps up, he will scramble. 30-yard line, 25-yard line, 20, slides to a stop at the 17. Mahomes crossing pattern, caught Kelsey, 10-yard line, 5-yard line, touchdown! Kansas City! And now Travis Kelsey, his 33rd 100-yard receiving game of his career. The most by a tight end in National Football League history. As now he's going to be pulled down as Chris Jones all over Herbert. Was he trying to quarterback draw? Herbert's in trouble again. He will unload it down the middle. It's going to be deflected and intercepted. Intercepted at the 42-yard line. Yes, Nick Bolton. Why not Nick Bolton? And the Kansas City Chiefs are going to do it again to the Chargers. They have beaten the Chargers with a dramatic touchdown in the last minutes of the game and beat the Chargers 30-27.
I gotta get it on my set.
You see what happened, Drake. You
Hey,
see
you
what
ever
happened.
you
You see
ever
what
in
happened.
your good
You see-
life mute
you
my
see what happened.
comments, sir?
man,
Listen, I'm gonna say
It
this.
was a great game. Go ahead. I'll
It
let
was
you go
no,
first.
I know it was a great game. It was a great game. On the Chargers end,
Mhm.
The Chargers play phenomenal too, man. But again, you got credit to the defensive line of Kansas City, the whole defense that in the whole. Um,
Mhm.
let me see the unsung hero number 51 played well, played very well. But we got to put a spotlight on Chris Jones, man. Clutch with the sack, stopped the momentum from the Chargers. If we look at Nick Bowden, man, I mean, I think that man had 10 tackles, solo tackles by himself, a strip fumble, and he had the game sealing interception. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I like shout out to Nick Bowden anyway. That's one of my guys. You know what I'm saying my visual. You know what I'm saying? I seen the talent in this boy. You know what I'm saying? I say hence. Nick Bowden might be the dude. So, he was like, yeah, Dre, he might
Yeah,
be. And
you
you
was
seen
right.
him.
You called it.
Yeah, I
You
did.
called
I
it.
did. I did. But
You called it after be last. When they drafted him, you called it. But hey, he is playing well. You know what I mean? Nick
hey,
Bosa's still the deal. Chris
yeah,
Jones playing well. The Chiefs are playing well, and the Chargers just keep getting beat like
they do.
always.
They do, and it sucks too because
It happens,
there's so much potential there though for the Chargers though. It's so much potential, but they never live
Mhm.
up to that,
Right?
especially against Kansas City. I think
Hmm.
Kansas City has probably the best team,
Hmm.
all around team in the league. Period.
Right?
Like hands down, like this is the best team since Andy Reid been coaching.
Hmm.
Like if y'all really honestly, if y'all go way back to the Alex Smith days, it was just Jamal
Right?
Charles and Kelsey. When he speed it back up, it was Kelsey and whoever else.
Right?
Now they got a team now. Now Tyreek Hill came on a little bit at the end of Alex Smith's career, but it was just those who now you have weaponry now. You have a good offense, a good running game. I mean, shout out because um, Kareem Hunt would have been a big part of the Super Bowl runs, and like I said, if y'all would have still kept Kareem Hunt, y'all would have had multiple Super Bowls right now. But again, y'all wasn't ready for that yet. But right now, y'all have a great team right now because Pack had 103 yards rushing. I think 15 attempts, 103 yards, right? That's impressive. And the ball was spread around. Everybody got at least about 5 or 6 receptions, targeted 5 or 6 times for about 60 some yards apiece. And like I said, Kelsey is the breadwinner. So Kelsey
Right?
8. So I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But again, I can't hate on them. Even though I'm kind of against the Chiefs in a sense, like competitive wise, but I love Kansas City. I love what they bring to the table. I don't see no team dealing with that because there's no weakness on that team.
Hmm.
If you look at
And,
it,
and
really.
he's been doing it without Tyreek Hill, without
Hmm.
uh everybody else, man. So this is what the Chargers got. Let's go ahead and see. This is what's the letter of the day? You already know, Drake.
What's the letter? What's the letter? What's the letter? The letter of the day is
Stupid, man. Stupid.
Oh man, what's the letter? What they get? So,
Silly, silly.
what they said, man. It was a great game. It was a great game overall. You know what I mean? The Chiefs came out, they
Yeah.
balled, they did what they had to do. We played a good game. You know what I mean? It was a nice game.
It
So
was a lack of effort from the Chargers, though, man. I feel like down the stretch, I think the Chargers, man. If you look at, I mean, we're not gonna make the excuse why they didn't really like make that transition in the fourth quarter. Mike Williams
mhm,
went down with an injury that was big for them. But it's
mhm,
just, hey, give a shout out to Allen though. Kareem Allen out there, man, was balling too, man. Because like I said, they
mhm,
had the game. They
right.
had the game, but again, when you got that Michael Jordan ish, that Tom Brady Montana on your team, and that Elway. Y'all familiar with Elway? Elway did the same thing. Elway was clutch, but he got that clutch
Mhm,
gene. You just know, like he got that aura about him, so he's not losing that game. I don't care what it is. If y'all down by 3, 4, 5, or 6 to tie the
right.
game up, Mahomes gonna get it done.
Yeah.
He
Let's go.
definitely gonna get it
Let's go
done.
ahead and get the let's go ahead and get into the Rams and the Chargers. What you think is going to happen up with that game, Dre?
The Rams and Chiefs game, I can see
I said
Rams
Chargers.
winning. Now you good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. Look, it's all right. I ain't sweating it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because no, why? No, I ain't sweating though. No, I ain't sweating because you're a Chiefs fan, and Chiefs fan does that. I don't know why y'all be Hyper crazy.
Wow.
Anyway,
Uh,
Wow.
anyway, off that. Now I think the Rams gonna get it done. I say it laughing because any given Sunday, but I don't know. I think Chiefs blow them out. I think. See, I was giving some props. You know, I'm gonna change that. Rams win it 45-10. Ram takes it
Right.
you
45
Go
said
ahead.
to
you think
10.
Throw
the
out them
Rams.
random predictions like Hence does.
I
Well,
know, right?
you know,
45 to 10, man.
hey,
You know,
the Chiefs gonna win the game. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give a fair score. It's gonna be fair. You know what I mean? It's gonna
is it really
be
fair?
42, 42 to 7. I give him a touchdown.
Okay.
Man, listen. Okay, listen. You know what?
Well, Hence.
I'm gonna give it an even score. 21-23.
That
Rams.
sounds
What?
more plausible.
21-23
Eh,
Rams.
that ain't gonna happen.
I
So
mean,
what?
come on, man. We gotta be logical now. We gotta be
So what
logical.
you got to watch for is
Yeah.
Aaron Donald. You know what I mean? Jalen Ramsey, they ain't been living up to the hype this year.
He hasn't. He really haven't.
Yeah, he been getting beat, and torched, and burnt. You know what I mean? Where you want to call it? And Aaron Donald he have been having okay, but he ain't been living like Aaron Donald status. But you think about it like this, Dre. What
Come
happened
on
in
with
the
it.
draft? You know what I mean? They got there, they laughed at everybody drafting all the draft picks. They was making fun because they traded away all
Mm-hmm.
their draft picks. Talking about we gonna win now, we gonna do all this.
Mm-hmm.
And their organization is dumpster fire right now. You know what I mean? It's dumpster
It's
fire.
Boo Boo the Fool.
You got to have draft picks. You got to have a plan of what you're going to do or
Mm-hmm.
what you have all in store for your team, your franchise, where it can flourish. But
Talk heavy.
if not, you just give away all your future picks for proven down players. They don't work out. Von Miller's of the world. You know what I mean? His knee is messed up. They paid him all that money. JC Jackson over in Chargers land. They gave him all that money. He ain't starting for him, but he got a fat
Mm-hmm.
check to sit on. You know what I mean? Who else? Who else we can name of that got all that money and they live in the only person that got all the money, the highest
Mm-hmm.
player in the league right now, they got all the money is Patrick Mahomes, right? But
Mm-hmm.
he's still out there balling, right? He's still out
Mm-hmm.
there putting up the numbers. He's still out there leading his team on. He's still out there doing what he's supposed to do. A
Right.
lot of teams out there, they got these, they like the Rams, we're gonna throw away our draft picks. We're gonna do all this nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't get them nowhere. It don't. It don't get them nowhere. Where did it get you? Yeah, he probably get you a Super Bowl. What about next year? And the next year after that, and the next
And
year
the
after
thing
that.
is, I'm about to piggyback on what you just said. We look at a lot of teams in the league. They go for the veterans to come in, right? But they have to
Mhm.
understand, like when you have a quarterback as a veteran, you need an offensive line. See, my
Right.
thing is this: I will get veteran leadership on that line because you put any
Mhm.
quarterback back there, that ain't even a problem. You just gotta get the offensive line sewed up. Because if
Mhm.
y'all actually think about it, y'all watch these games like Geno Smith, right? Everybody, Geno Smith was washed up, but he was a potential backup, right?
Mhm.
But with the offensive line and a good system, he flourished. He flourished under a system, like because he's older. But the thing is, with Geno, people like Geno, you've been in a system.
Mhm.
Like if you're gonna come out here, bro, and get these veteran quarterbacks, get them a second year because that first year they don't know the system very well. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Because it's different when you have quarterbacks and stuff. But on top of what you just said, like I'm saying, like getting these guys, man, these wide receivers and these tight ends and stuff like that. I mean, it makes sense how you saying
And
it.
you forgot about one of the big ones,
What was
uh,
that?
Vontae Adams. You know what I mean? Vontae
Yeah, Devontae
Adams and
Adams. Yeah, Devontae
who
Adams.
else? Who else? Russell Wilson cooking Russ. They
Absolute,
they
absolute.
they spent all that money to beat the Chiefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
They spent
Right.
over $500 million to beat the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just throwing out a number. You know what I mean? They spent all this money to beat the Chiefs, and they ain't going nowhere. And
Mm-hmm.
they still at the bottom of the league. They
Let me
still, that's crazy.
no. I'm gonna pick back on what you just said. 'Cause I forgot about those, man. We got those people. It's still good players, but remember, your line sucks. If your line is horrible, if
Mm,
your line is horrible, you're
right.
not going to win no games. You can't flourish. You can't pass the ball. You
Mm-hmm.
need a good offensive line. You do because Garoppolo for San Francisco, that line is stout. And
Mm-hmm.
everybody talking about Garoppolo really ain't that good. Now he's good, but he look even better because of the offensive line. Take Zach Wilson from the Jets. The offensive line's bad. You know what I'm saying? The receivers probably are wide open. They probably are getting open, but when your offensive line is bad, you can't see them because you're panic. You're in panic mode, right? Look at Russell
Mhm.
Wilson, panic mode. You know what I'm saying? They riding all over
But
that
it,
offensive line. I'll tell you that. So
so if you're gonna build a team,
come on,
I
talk
would
to me.
I got to go through. I got to keep my team young and fresh. I'm going through the draft pick.
You'll go young.
Yeah, I go young and fresh, but I ain't gonna spend all this money to a veteran player unless he's my quarterback or a key piece of my team. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like somebody that's been raised in my system. Been raised in my system, and I'm giving them the bag, as the young folks like to say. Like I'm old, I'm
I'm.
not old. Yeah, like
That's
the young
true. That's
folks like
true.
to
Because
say.
like,
But what I'm
what?
saying is, like you spent out like the Rams did. They spent all that money to
Mm-hmm.
win one Super Bowl, and now look at it, the after effects.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't that
What was the
good.
what was the goal though? I mean, was they goal to win a Super Bowl that year? And they did. They spent money
They
and won the
did.
Super Bowl. But was they
They
playing
did.
for the future?
They ain't got no draft picks for the next 4 years, bro.
Mm.
So
Hello.
you're gonna be, for they ain't got no big like top picks for the next. They got some
Mm.
draft picks, but ain't got no top picks. So
So so what you saying?
check it out. You know what I
Okay.
mean? To be really come out there balling.
Absolutely. So what you're saying is they was playing for now. They wasn't playing for the future. They wasn't playing for a franchise. They was playing
Mhm.
for now. And they won a Super Bowl, right? But at the same time, it's like if I'm gonna make these moves, I want a franchise team. I just don't want a Super Bowl. I want a great team. I want to build a great team. You know, that's why I don't know why they be paying these people all this dang money
That is
because it's
correct.
not worth it. Like I could take all that money and break the money down and get valuable pieces, valuable assets to this team. I'm not
Mhm.
sure that one player gonna change the team because it's not possible. But the only guy that did that, the only guy that almost did it was T.O. from the Eagles. When T.O. came to the Eagles with McNabb, he was the guy. You know,
Mhm.
but again, no, I don't see that. To me, it's a waste of time.
While we on the topic of the guy, let's go ahead and move over these Zebra.
All right, let's go ahead and move on into Travis Kelsey, guys.
So when we talk about Travis Kelsey, let's go ahead and drop some Jen and Drews and all the
Let's
touch.
drop something.
Let's drop
Let's
the
see.
video of all his touchdowns. Let's see what he get.
A little stroll in motion. And Mahomes throws it that way. And there's Kelsey to the end zone. And right away, Kansas City on the board. Mahomes over the middle. Pass caught. Kelsey touchdown. Mahomes, Kelsey's got another touchdown. Mahomes, Kelsey, looking for his third. He found it. Touchdown. From the one. Mahomes, end zone. He's got another. First and goal. Here is Kelsey with some blockers to the outside. Bounced it to the outside and strolls into the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. For the pattern. Underneath Kelsey. He's got it on the run. Kelsey first down and more. Kelsey touchdown. He's done it again. Kelsey alone on the right. Coming across to the left. On the run, Kelsey. Kelsey touchdown. The hat.
Well, we gotta say Kelsey is that guy. You know what I mean?
Kelsey is like
Go
the
ahead,
Jerry
Jerry.
Rice, the Montana and Jerry Rice, bro. I'm watching it right. Even Trent Green and Tony Gonzalez had that special combination, bro. Or Rich Gannon.
Mhm.
This dude here is like, the new dynamic duo, man. Like these two get busy, man. You can't help but smile at it, bro, because this is one of the greatest duos of all time, my generation and this generation, bro. They one of
Right.
the best to do it, bro. I give it to them. I got nothing to say about it.
I
Nothing to say,
think
man.
when a lot of people said Tyreek Hill was leaving, and my brother, he called it out. He called it out. It was like, yeah, even though Tyreek Hill leaving, they still got the main guy. And a lot of people didn't look at Travis Kelsey as that main guy. Everybody looked at it as it was Tyreek Hill, but Kelsey is putting up historical numbers, man. He's out here. He's doing stuff that even though people want to say, people will come back and say, "Oh, this is a passing lead," or it's a cupcake lead right now. Now, back in the day, Tony Gonzalez or Shannon Sharp or Kevin Winslow or all those guys Kevin, what's his name? Antonio Gates, and had to go through some tough time. But Kelsey, at the age that he's doing this at, is still got numbers up there with Gronk, Gronk and Tony Gonzalez. Kelsey is the greatest tight end of all time. In my books, he on pace. Listen here, guys. He's on pace again to get 1,000 yards back to back 1,000 yards, and he leads the league in all receivers, even wide receivers and tight ends and touchdowns with 11. The guy is the truth, man. Like I don't see nobody that's doing it better than Kels. You know what I mean? Everybody said that boy from the 49ers, what's his name from 49ers, Dre?
Kittles, aka Skittles.
Everybody said Kittles is the great. Kittles more. I say when Kittles got about 2-3 more years left, then next he's gonna be on WWE, because that's where his heart is at. You can tell, by his press conference, his gestures, the way he talked, with his swag. George Kittles is more of a WWE. That's where you're gonna be after his career.
I think Kittles is more of an all-around football player. I think he's just a football, not just a gridiron, just grit football player. Kelsey is more of that smooth finesse. I mean, both of them similar, man. Just I think if I call him Skittles, sorry, Kittles. I think Kittles is more of a dog in the field, and Kelsey is more smooth, kind of like a smooth, rich, caffeinated coffee. You know what I'm saying? Now, but I say both of them similar. Kills is more of that backyard country football player. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in their own right, if we look at what Kelsey is like, he's smooth, man. The dude is watching his highlights and watching what he bring to the table, bring to Kansas City. Chiefs knew not to trade him off, because he would trade him off, bro. Y'all wouldn't have had really nothing coming. I'm not gonna say nothing coming, but y'all want to be where you're at right now with that Kelsey, because he knows the defenses, man. You know what I'm saying? He knows the defenses, bro.
Not taking those shots at Kelsey, but it's like it's very slow. You know what I mean? It's like it's slow. It's a slow shake, a slow. It's like he's moving in slow motion, but he's gliding. You know what I mean? Like he's like, how did he get open, bro? Like how did he get open like that? How did he get open like that? And people just be sitting there like, oh, they're gonna put Darren James on. We're gonna put this person. And he still finds a way to beat him.
Bro, Darren James is one of the top safeties in the game. You made him look slow. Darren James looked slow, bro. And I was like, no, man. I'm not knocking him, bro, but how does he get open so smoothly, bro? He's not as fast, bro.
I mean, that let you know that he takes the time in his craft. A lot of players, if you're gonna come on the Chiefs, and you better be looking up to Travis Kelce. You know what I mean? Looking up how he studies a game, how he go about repairing himself for the game, how he do all these things. If I'm a rookie coming into the league, I'm going to kind of study this guy, study his moves, study everything he's doing, because this guy, Travis Kelce, is unstoppable, unbelievable, untouchable. And the best I've seen since I thought I seen Tony Gonzalez. You know me, I grew up around Tony Gonzalez, seeing him growing up watching football. I grew up watching Tony Gonzalez, but Kelsey is a different man, Dre.
I'm gonna say this is why Kelsey different. He got that. If you look at all the top tight ends in the league, right, in history, you never seen somebody route run. This is Winslow days back in the 80s. Winslow was a good route runner, right? Shannon Sharp, to me, reminds me of Shannon Sharp, right? Because Shannon Sharp was a heck of a route runner. A heck of a route runner. Like, he didn't, like, Gonzalez was a go-getter. Gates was like a go-getter, right? Right. Shannon Sharp was a route running tight end that had it all. He had it all. So if you look at what Kelsey is, he's like the white Caucasian version of Shannon Sharp, because he got it, bro. That combination, it reminds me of Elway and Shannon. You know what I'm saying? But Mahomes, they broke that, man. Now it's just you have to understand the concept. You have to double team Kelsey. You have to double team him. I don't care. Ain't nobody like Travis Kelsey. So you have to double team Kelsey. If not, you're gonna lose that game with Kansas City. Not say that, out of respect for the Chiefs, man, because you know what the ball's going to it. Now, what that being said is
What
Kelsey
you
will
gonna
open
do?
up so much more with
What you
with
gonna
that
do?
offense because you double team him, somebody else going to get open. That's how dynamic he is.
All right. With that said, we're gonna go in. What you got? What you got next for us, December?
Dizzy D.
All right. So next we have Not So Serious with Hints. Hints, who do you have today?
We have Clyde Edwards-Helaire that's on the list. So let's go
Um,
ahead and get this. Let's get this on the road.
let's see.
Yeah, welcome. He's on the list. Oh boy, and what do we have here? We have Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He made the list, and he was the Chiefs' first round draft pick. But getting all without the money, as Pac said. Pac just came in and he's playing on the top of the line, the top of the game right now. In the lair, he hurt himself, but it's not so serious. He's here on the injury list, but a lot of Chiefs fans is not a fan of a lair. You know, they check out Cherry Park. But if a Larry don't get it together, he gonna lose his job to the man number 10. What you say, Dre? What you
Dre?
gotta say? You think he's gonna lose this think he's gonna lose the job to Pop?
Well, my good sir, I think he is going to lose his job because they sold on Tupac, and I think that Tupac is going to take over. Um, he's a more physical runner, so I agree with you. It's done for Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
He don't know when they hit the holes right.
To
He
hit
if
the holes right.
if 1 minute he's here, then 1 minute he's there, and the next thing you know, he's so short he gets lost among the lines.
You can tell he doesn't have children.
But but the lair is not so serious. It's he will be back in about 6 weeks maybe. But again, like I like to say, I don't think he's gonna be on the Chiefs if he keeps up all these injuries. 1 minute, 1 year he's injured, next year he's injured, another year he's injured. It's all about accountability. If you're not there, then you're not going anywhere.
What do you prescribe, sir? What is the remedy behind him coming back and getting his starting role back, sir?
I'm described just come to meet me and I'll give you the right playing cards. The right playing cards. What you need to be able to play a fair game. But like the Pac man said when he got drafted, he said, I'm not afraid to take a grown man's job. When there's someone says something like that to me, I know I have to study very hard. And the guy did he's just one of us. He's one of us. I guess he's Mr. Glives, you know, where those like to say. But a lot of people in the Chiefs Kingdom is not fond of him. But as I said, we go see who's gonna make my list next week. But again, it's all jokes and it's just not so serious.
So, with that said, I'll see you guys next week.
All right. All
Oh,
right.
ah,
He
ah,
has spoken.
ah, ah. He, I love it. I love Joker. One of the best villains in the game. One of the best villains, man. Thanks a lot, Joke.
I'm not a schemer. I try to show the schemers how pathetic their attempts to control things really are. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
You see how he slid down that money?
Do you know that man burnt half that money? He said burn my half of the money. He burnt the whole thing.
Wow.
Bro.
The
Oh,
Joker is
I would
hilarious.
get-
When that said, man, I'll let everybody. It's not so serious. Yes, you know.
Not so serious.
I just want to know what's the remedy to bringing Clyde Edwards back on the Chiefs, his starting role.
I don't know. You know what I mean? And with that, man, you just he got to play. He got to be getting more healthier. And playing, playing the game better, before he can even try to come back. Because like it's happened every year with him.
It does.
1 minute is this a hip, 1 minute is a high ankle, the 1 minute is this. They passed on Taylor. They passed on Swift. They passed. I'm not giving up on them. Because I am a Chiefs fan. But I don't see him being here next year. So what else you got next for us, December?
All right. Next up, we have Stick to the Scheme with Dre.
Let's see what Dre had for us.
Let's see.
Before we kick this show off right, we're gonna go ahead and start the video of Deion Sanders.
Prime time, Deion.
Prime time speaking to his players in the locker room.
Hard. You don't know what's real, and you don't know what's fake. You got friends that you thought were real, you found out they were fake. You got family members that you thought had your back, it turned out that they didn't. You got young women who you thought that you loved, and you found out she didn't love you back. And it's hard. It's hard being y'all. It's hard being y'all at Jackson State, because every time you step on the field, someone want to find out, are you real or are you fake? They even got diamonds tester to test the diamonds. You even got well-off rappers and entertainers wearing fake stuff because they don't even know who they are. People you date, you really got to go away, make sure they are who they are, because some is real and some are fake. Y'all ain't. And the only way you can quantify what's real and what's fake is get next to it and get close to it. And with those diamond testers, they say they put the little thing inside the diamond, and a little noise goes off to authenticate if it's real or if it's fake. So you got to make contact with that other person to make sure the intimacy there and it's real or it's fake. We got 60 minutes to find out. Yeah. Because I know who y'all are, but they claim y'all ain't real, that y'all are. Yeah. So we got 60 minutes to make some contact with them, to authenticate who you are, what you are, how you are, why you are, how you got there, and all the rest of above. Are you real? Or are you fake? I believe you're real. Now they about to find out, aren't they? Yes, sir. Now what comes next? Let's say it together. Now, give me my
Yo, Jackson State inspiring my guy, Deion, primetime 21, Atlanta Falcon. You know what I'm saying? Dallas Cowboys, San Fran Super Bowl champ. No, all right, dig it.
Go ahead. Say what you got.
I'm gonna say this about Dion. Dion always been one of my favorites, man. Know why Dion's my favorite, guys? I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, he's not arrogant. He's confident in himself. You dig it? Dion wins championship with confidence. You know what I'm saying? He speaks with confidence. He raises kids with confidence. He take care of his team with confidence. So it's nothing arrogant about it. Dion doesn't trash talk, man. Dion is precise in his schemes and what he does. He knows what he does and he believes what he does. You dig it? So with that being said, man, they're 11-0 right now because of Dion, because of the work he put into it. I love to hear it. I love to see it. And I love to read it. So with that being said, Dion got an offer from Colorado State. He
Mm,
got a legit offer from Colorado State. They seen the man. The man put in the work. The man put in the work. Dion did. You
mhm,
know, let's go back though. When Dion first came to Jackson State, there wasn't nobody talking about Jackson State.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to talk about Jackson State. Nobody want to talk about Dion. That's like Dion left the NFL Network to come to a HBU school.
right.
Jackson State, really? He's
Mhm,
passing up ACC, SEC to go to Jackson State, and what we do in 2 years? What we talk about with the schemes in 2 years? It took 2 years to build this team up.
right.
2 years to be trusted,
Well,
right? 2 years to be trusted. And what did Dion do? What did he do?
mm,
He held these boys accountable.
preach.
Accountable.
Well,
That's like a father you never had. That's like an uncle you need. You know what
mhm,
I'm saying? That cousin that gonna take you places. You know what I'm saying? But he does it with guidance.
right.
And I'm sitting here like, man, like that inspired me. I got kids,
Mm,
and my kids are phenomenal in football. But that
mm,
inspired me to be better, to be a better example for my kids. And that's what I love about what Dion's doing, what Dion has
mhm,
did. But Dion understand his team. He said, we're not ready yet for the SEC or the ACC. Let me build. 'Cause he knows his team. He's not gonna throw his team under the bus.
mm,
But what Dion brings, he brings that wisdom, that guidance, that fatherhood to that team, man. And they love him, man. And they believe in him. You know what I'm
so
saying? And that's
with that said, like you say you got offers from other schools and other big schools.
mm-hmm.
Would you take those offers or would you stay?
No, no, I would stay
Right. That's what I
because
said. You stay. I would stay, and
mm-hmm.
I will build a check it. You know what I mean? Build my own brand. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely,
Get them
absolutely.
come to me. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna try to, he's hot right now. He's a hot candidate. How is he doing this down there with those guys? Oh, so they're gonna try to
Mm-hmm.
criticize it. Hey, guess what? This is why he's winning because they ain't playing high top competition like Alabama or or all the other big schools because they are small school. They ain't paying nobody with like great talents.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't worried about none of that.
Mm-mm.
Let him, he's teaching these young black boys, some our boys, all the boys down there,
Mm-hmm.
how to ball, and also teaching them the love of a dad too. Some of the stuff I seen Dion do for some of these kids out there is
Mm-hmm.
crazy. You know what I mean? Because he getting all these big recruits to come down there and play for his team. You know what I mean? He got his son balling out at
Mm-hmm.
quarterback.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
And
does. Shout
and,
out.
and it's crazy. It's crazy that I love to see it like that. You know what I mean? And
I'm gonna give. I'm gonna give you a.
if I was him, I
Mm-hmm.
would not leave. I
Talk
don't care.
heavy.
I don't care how much money they give me, how much money they try to offer me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do it because how it's gonna make them boys feel.
Right.
I turned down all these big time schools for you to walk out on us.
Think
Nah.
about this. Jackson State. He turned. That's what I believe in. When I'm playing a game of
Mhm.
Madden, I always go to the weakest team because I want to build some up there. I want to build from the ground up. I never want to go to. I never been inspired to go to a team
Right.
that's already built, that's already champions. Because why? They're already champions. There's no hard work. You don't. I'm not inspired to be on the championship team that didn't won. I want to go to
Mhm.
a team that doesn't have that root, that doesn't have
Mhm.
that mentality. So I want to instill that in them. But let me give you a stat real quick with Deion since he's been there in Jackson State. You dig it?
Go ahead.
Deion, man, they are 22-2. Let that sink in.
Right.
2 years, they 22-2.
Mhm.
They haven't won a championship since 2007.
Mhm.
You dig what I'm saying? Deion went down there, man, and turned that team around. He believed in his team, man. They
Right.
believed in him. No,
Right.
I would definitely wouldn't leave because that's going to show the lack of loyalty with Deion. and Deion's about loyalty. So what Deion, what he's doing, like he's building a minority, like that minority school down there is getting looked at. If all the attention comes to Jackson State, it's crazy because SEC is big and the ACC is big, right? But Deion bringing love to the HMBCU. Y'all know what I'm saying, guys. You know what I'm saying after you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. The black schools. Sorry, you know. But I said with no disrespect. I'm saying like as far as the minorities down south. But if you look at it, man, Deion Sanders had did so much, man. I can't see another coach that did what Deion did. You know what I'm saying? You really can't.
Right.
Because like I said, even when Nick Saban's like, well, what do you think about us playing? Yeah, he said, no, we're not ready. I'm not gonna throw my team under the bus. So y'all can embarrass my team like that. Give us another year. Give us another year and then we'll be ready. So again, what Deion brings to this team is so tremendous, man. Guys, if y'all don't watch Jackson State, guys, I would recommend y'all really sit down, look up Jackson State and study and watch Deion, man, because y'all gonna be inspired. And his son's playing. That's nothing too. He coaching his son up, not just because the son, because he believes in his son. He knows his son got the talent. You know what I'm saying? He believes in his son, man. It's like I credit to fathers like that because that's how I am with my oldest son. My oldest son doing excellent in Hogan. He's a safety for Hogan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would check him out. Little Andre Tillman the third. Play for Hogan, top safety, about to be the top safety in the nation right now. But what I'm saying is this: the love he showed for his team is fatherly love, man. That they really don't get from other coaches, man. He believed in his team, man, and you hold them teammates accountable. Remember, it's all about accountability. It's all about accountability. That's why Deion's where he's at right now, and he's gonna keep it real with you too. He's gonna keep it real with you. If you sorry, you sorry. You're not playing for my team. That's what these parents gotta understand. These players, if you're sorry, you're not playing on my team.
Right.
I'm sorry, you're just not going to play. You want to play on this team, you got to pick up the work. You got to show more work ethic than that. You know what I'm saying? But again, guys, you gotta show Deion some love, man. If y'all never watched Jackson State, I recommend y'all watch Jackson State or look up Deion.
Yeah,
Man,
they went under.
look up Deion.
They had a undefeated season, man. That's what I mean. It's hard to come by in them type of schools. It's hard to come by, but again, it was done. It was done. So what else you got for us, D7?
All right. So next we got out, bro, you wildin'. And I have a few people on this list, but I want to start out with Natalia. I believe I'm saying her name correctly. Natalia Bryant, Kobe Bryant's daughter.
Hold on, we're gonna go in order. We're gonna go. Let me see. Natalia,
Can we?
We're gonna start off with Scottie Pippen because I had it all in order.
Okay, all right, that's fine. We're gonna go down. Let's go ahead and start off with Larsa Pippen's crazy tail cell. So,
and she did do it. Crazy. Crazy.
Let's go ahead and drop the video.
Let's go ahead.
You with the boy Mike son? You a cold motherfucker, ain't you? You cold as a motherfucker, I mean. Hey, Lord, you with the boy Mike son? You a cold motherfucker, ain't you?
So what's all that? What all that she did out of December? Let's go.
So, as you guys know, Larsa Pippen is the ex-wife of Scottie Pippen. Oh gosh, guys. So I'm reading from complex.com. After getting heckled at a recent Los Angeles Chargers game, Larsa Pippen has responded to critics of her alleged relationship with Michael Jordan's son. Pippen and Marcus Jordan were spotted in the stands of the game by a fellow spectator who questioned their romance. And I do believe you guys heard what that guy was shouting at them. I think he was doing way too much. Way too much. I don't think all that was necessary. And clearly their relationship has him heated for whatever reason. But Pippen, Larsa said, quote, "I just met him 3 years ago. I never knew him or his family." She wrote in the comment section of the Shade Room post. This was posted on the Shade Room. "I was 21 years old and in college when Scottie played that 1 year with MJ, and we weren't friends with them like everyone thinks." So basically, she's trying to blow it off as if her ex-husband and the son of his co-player is not an odd relationship, guys. It
Right.
very much so is, but I'm sure everyone has, a broad spectrum of opinions as far as that goes. What do you guys think? I mean, I think Lars is pretty wild for this, honestly, but I mean, not everyone's gonna feel that way. So
You're gonna love who you're
I
gonna
think,
love. You're gonna love who you're gonna
yeah,
love, and it's not.
but
But it's nobody's business. Like that man
But
was not in the
but
right.
yeah, you gonna love who you love, but like some people out there
yeah,
saying that she been cheating on Scottie Pippen for the longest. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Now the statement and say, "Oh, I just met him 3 years ago. I never knew him when I was or his family when I was 21 years old."
that's weird.
That's
And just
That's
to
weird
add,
because you Michael
Marcus,
Jordan's son. You Michael
Marcus is
Jordan's son.
come on now.
31.
Come
Marcus is
on. I don't.
31 and Larsa is 48.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Let that simmer for a minute.
she knew who he was. Man, that's a $1 billion. You know what? You know what I'm
You know,
saying? Like,
I didn't know him or his
come on,
family. You knew everybody know who Jordan is. And
they know who Jordan is.
you knew who his kids was, and
Let me. Oh,
him.
wait. Hence, let me interrupt you for a minute because Larsa has made it clear that she wasn't friendly with Michael Jordan or his family during her marriage with Scottie, shutting down accusations that she knew Marcus since he was a child.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I call
She
BS on
knew
that.
what's up.
Exactly.
She wants some of that money. She wants some of that Jordan money.
So
You think that's what it is?
um,
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna say that far, but again, they
Bro,
if
look how she looked
it's,
though. You can tell, bro, she about that money.
if
She
he love
is.
her, if he love him, then it is what it is. Let it be. But but for her to come out and say the only thing I don't agree with is her saying that she didn't know him or his family or none of that since 3 years ago. Come on now.
They have a 20. Her and
This is
Scottie
America.
Pippen have a 21-year-old son together.
Right. So he ain't over there talking about he wants some Jordans. He gonna say, I want them Pittmans. Nah. He ain't gonna
Uh,
he been over there.
my
She knows
my
who
my
Jordan is.
my opinion on it, it's super weird for Larsa. It makes her look or makes her appear as a gold digger. She has no
Mhm.
coop. She doesn't care about and like Dre said, Dre, I'm not gonna disagree with what you said. Love is love, but that's the only place to find love. Let's not act like we don't put our self in places to find love, right? So
Mhm.
you can't be conscious of that space you're putting yourself in. Like that was the only option, huh?
She said that was the
Like,
only
She
what I'm
wanted
saying?
the Lucchini. I'm telling you, she wanted the
I mean, I
Lucchini.
get that, but she could have got the Lucchini closer to her age and someone that was
Mhm.
not so
Lucchini
associated
doesn't
with her
come old.
past.
Lucchini doesn't come old.
Mhm.
She wants some
Mhm.
youthful Lucchini.
Mhm.
Youthful.
And the fact that Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan beef and still have beef, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Uh,
They
old
That's
probably
beef.
still
weird.
do got beef because now
I mean,
she's hey, hello. She's getting the real $1 billion.
Oh, come on.
man, that's weird. That's weird, Dre.
Hey. Hey, it's Ryan.
I don't know
It is
about that
Ryan.
one.
Ryan is
Hey,
happening.
listen, but I'm here for it though. I'm here for the spectacle, man. I'm here for the spectacle. I'm gonna see what
It
Pippa
is
gonna
a
do.
spectacle. It is a spectacle. Pippen, Scotty ain't gonna say nothing. All of her. Let's not act like Larsa hasn't been up to antics for years now.
Mhm.
Right,
Before,
right.
because their divorce was just finalized in 2021. She's been dating since well before that,
Mhm.
with Future and other
Hmm.
celebs. So yeah, Larsa's out here wilding, but
Man,
I'm not mad at it. She's clearly not ashamed of it. So I
read
guess
that tweet. Can you see that tweet? Read that tweet with the guy posted up there. What did it say?
photos of 48-year-old Larsa Pippen, who cheated on Scottie twice with Future and various mid-level exemption
Oh,
players in NBA, packing on the PDA with Michael Jordan's son Marcus, who she first met when Marcus was begging his pops for a PlayStation 2. Whoa, that really puts it into perspective for you. He really went in
Told
there.
you she
Jeez.
chasing the bag.
Ouch.
Told you she chasing the
Ouch.
bag, man.
He said
So
that's what
I mean,
he
I guess on that note, I mean, do your thing, Larsa, whatever.
So what
said.
I was saying about her, the package.
Yeah.
So if you look at it, if you
What
look at
package? If you talking about Amazon, and you talking about DHL,
yeah, I'm
or,
talking about I'm talking about
you talking about
million
FedEx?
dollar delivery.
Oh,
Mm.
oh,
Mm.
It come hey, this one comes with bonuses. This one comes with benefits.
Mr. Unlimited. Yeah,
Oh,
you
that's
gotta be
what
unlimited.
she get
She wants
unlimited.
She get
she get net.
unlimited celebrities.
She get net.
She said she get unlimited celebrity. But we
Whoa.
again, as you get, the only thing I don't agree with is like I agree
Yeah.
that you love who you love, but
Yeah.
what I disagree with is I just met him 3 years ago and I
That's a
never knew
lie.
him or his.
Cap.
Come on now,
That's cap.
come on now, come on now.
Because think about it. You know who Jordan was. Yeah, but come on. You know nothing about Jordan. Pippen probably broke down some film to her. I think she probably got upset because Pippen kept breaking down film study to her ass. She wasn't trying to hear it. She wasn't trying to hear all
That's
that film study with
basically
Jordan.
what she's doing is the equivalent of you can equate that to, you have a
Mhm.
girl, she breaks up with you, and then she goes and F's your enemy. I mean, that's
That's
real.
scandalous though.
Right? That's
I
what
mean,
happens
that's
in the world. That's
yeah.
what happens.
And
You know what I mean?
I'm not saying him and I'm not trying to, speculate that they're enemies. I mean, they did
Mhm.
have some issues back in the day, but I mean, isn't a 48-year-old woman, you think her morals would be, you know,
Mhm.
a
But D,
little
would you do
higher
that, D? If you
vibrational
was
than that?
mad,
Again,
if you was
again,
mad at
No.
your piece, D, would you do that? Would you go after your dude's enemy?
No.
don't put D
That's what
on
I'm
the
It's
spot.
saying.
not that
Don't
it's
put
not
That's
her.
what I'm
that
saying. No, that's what I'm saying.
Don't you give D. Don't
he's
listen with.
fine. It's fine.
Now
You're
you
not
gotta
putting
be
me on the spot.
calling. Now you gotta
It's
be calling
no,
her December. No, no,
no.
you're not.
Hey, man, this is the
Good question.
real authentic
He's asking a
because
question. No,
because women do that though. Hey,
They
women
do.
do that for some
Out of
reason. They're just
spite.
angry and spiteful.
Yeah.
But
Spiteful, man.
we'll read that one more time for that tweet that for people that probably missed December.
Okay. Photos of 48-year-old Larsa Pippen, who cheated on Scotty twice with future and various mid-level exemption players
Mm.
in the NBA, packing on the PDA with Michael Jordan's son Marcus, who she first met when Marcus was begging his pops for a PlayStation 2.
But she
And
said,
PlayStation 2s are old, y'all. That's way back. Like,
right. So that lets you know. She said, I just met him 3 years ago. I never
yeah,
knew
she's a
him or his.
3-year lie.
But what else you got for us, December? What else you got for us?
All right, next, let's go ahead and get into Miss Natalia Bryant. Okay. Give me just a second. Let me pull up this. All right, I'll be reading from thehill.com. Kobe Bryant's daughter seeks restraining order against accused armed stalker. Natalia Bryant, the 19-year-old daughter of the late Kobe Bryant, is seeking a
Mhm.
restraining order against a man accused of being a stalker with a criminal history involving guns. Bryant said the man has been harassing her and may be armed, and she said she is afraid and concerned for her safety. According to court documents, 32-year-old Dwayne Kemp has been trying to contact Bryant for the past 2 years on social media, which means he started when she was a minor. Things recently escalated when Brian said Kemp tried to contact her at school and her sorority house at the University of Southern California. Kemp allegedly showed up to one of Bryant's classes and was roaming the building, according to TMZ. Guys, that's super scary. Like, he
Yeah.
knows where she goes to school and is popping up at her school.
We got the picture right there. Look, got the
Yeah.
flyers in his hand. Look like he got a Sprite and a packed lunch. Something a source of there. But that is crazy, man. Like,
Yeah. He's
yeah,
allegedly a gun enthusiast. That's why you see him with the gun here.
yeah,
This is
it's crazy. It's crazy. Go ahead and finish, December.
Yeah.
No, I was just I was done. I was just saying that's scary. That's
It's
really
wild
scary
being a
that he's
celebrity. It's
it
wild
is.
being a celebrity because if you're, I tell everybody, being famous is not fun
Mhm.
because you're so limited on everything or being normal. You can't even go to the store. You can't even go to the bathroom by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
For real, you gotta be as normal as possible, but at the same time, it's like you gotta hide yourself out here now. You gotta put hoodies on,
Yeah.
you gotta put glasses on. Think about it. Everybody didn't put glasses on, hoodies on, then they get stalked. Man, I'm with my family, man. I'm trying to eat
So
dinner.
so so he's out here trying to be Joe, huh? So when
Yeah,
one minute you remember Joe from Netflix, he out here, he fall in love
Come on,
he
you.
fall in love. You, yeah, and Joe from that he out here fall in love with the girl. Now he try to follow her around in school, talking about he been they been dating and he just lying. LeBron James hooked them up. Now you out here putting other people names into it. You out here saying other wild stuff just to stalk this young lady. Boy, just sit down somewhere. You know what I mean? Just sit down somewhere. Go find somebody your age, and leave this young lady alone.
I
You
think
know what I
he's just
mean?
crazy, hence,
It's
honestly.
plenty of it's plenty
I
of
don't even think
girls.
what you're saying makes sense, but I don't even think that would even compute with him. Because to
I
But
be
think
this wild and be doing something like this, he's
yeah,
clearly
he
unstable.
the
that's
crazy
star
thing is,
power. That's
but
star
the
power,
crazy thing
guys.
about it,
That's
guys,
star
is
power.
the crazy thing about it, guys, is a restraining order don't mean nothing these days. These
No.
days, restraining orders don't mean nothing. It's just a people paper, and people still going to go after you. People still going to try to harm you. A piece of paper ain't going to stop it, man. See, if her
Like
dad was
like
here, I think Kobe probably would rolled up on him. I know I would.
the
Yeah.
I would
Mamba.
find out. I would find out his address, his whereabouts, his grandma's house, his church, where he
Hold
eat,
on.
where he stay for
Wait.
dinner.
Hold on.
I'm
Cut
just
it.
saying.
What'd you say? The grandma.
Yeah, I don't care
Hey
if the
man,
grandma ain't got
hey
nothing to do
man,
with it.
He said the
I'm just
grandma.
saying.
hey man, what we getting at, man? We talking about him. We talking about what kind of stuff you be thinking about, man?
Hey,
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 he said
all I'm saying
everybody can
is,
get it.
all I said is, if it's come down to my baby girl, everybody's going to get it. I don't care if there's a newborn in your family. I'm coming. I'm coming to the hospital.
See,
I'm coming up
bow
there.
tie. Hey, bow tie. Hey, listen, bow
I'm
tie.
just
We don't
saying.
need
I'm just saying. Like if somebody
guys.
stalking your daughter, like Drake, if you hear somebody stalk December, y'all got boys, so y'all ain't got the feeling what I'm feeling.
I
But
mean, it's
the
the same
thing
for
is, like
boys.
hello,
the same for boys. Like somebody stalking y'all your young man, and
Zion
y'all
Z man.
your Z man and December son. Y'all ain't gonna go all in for them. This stuff is
Yeah.
crazy, man. You gotta let these people live
No
this life.
comment.
Um,
No comment.
lead a life and don't be out here just doing willy nilly out here trying to get this girl attention. Now, if you probably went about it the right way, maybe she gave him some attention, but you're going about it the wrong way.
He's
He
being
couldn't
greedy.
handle the attention.
He's being you. That's
Hello.
who he is. He's not you, Drake, but you off of Joe. You know what I mean, Joe. Joe off of you.
Mhm.
He's been Joe, man. He's been creepy Joe right here with his Sprite in his hand and his high V flowers and his walk like Nikes. And he got
This
his
dude
boyfriend.
says like Mike.
I wouldn't even compare him to
No, he
Joe off
did
of
bring some
you.
roll. No, he didn't
He
bring some
did.
flyers and a packed lunch and
Yeah.
try to come to this girl's school. Like,
You try
what
to
you want?
say
A leftover
it's
lasagna?
it's the little things that count. It's the little things that count with women. He said, maybe I can get her with these flowers and this Happy Meal sandwich. He gave her a Big Mac, no mac sauce.
But it's crazy though, man. Like
It is
it's
crazy.
crazy that she got to go through that experience. That then her father's not here to like give her strong advice um, to how to handle the situation. Then you got to deal with crazy people like this in the world is unbelievable.
This my thing with beautiful women like that. You got to be more protected, especially you're a celebrity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember, guys. Remember I said earlier, when you're a celebrity or the spouse of a celebrity, they're going to come at you. They're going to come
Yeah.
at you. It's just the nature of the beast.
Well,
Yeah.
but with that
But I
said,
mean, for him to go that far though, that's really taking it way,
That's
you
that's
know.
not even that's not
I'm pretty
even
sure
good.
she gets DMs. I'm pretty sure all celebrities get DM'd all day
Hey,
from random
DMs.
people. But to come up to her school and literally stalk her, he's out of his
Sheree.
mind. He needs to be
yeah.
Sheree.
locked up. Lock
So
him up.
again, so that's why he's on the list of bro. You wildin'.
He's
You
Hey,
wildin'.
crazy.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
He was like, hey, hands. He was like, Sheree, Sheree.
bro, you are wildin'. So go sit
Man.
down
So
somewhere,
next,
take your flyers and get on. So what else you got next for
so
me?
finally, we have Benjamin Watson and Peter
Mm.
Burns. Hence, you want to go ahead
Let's
and play that video?
let's go on and play the video.
way, did you not get the memo on the suits? We all went dark today. You're like Easter service.
Y'all kind of leave me out. But man,
He
as
said
long
you got an
as
Easter suit.
as long as I get the text from my wife that says I look good.
Oh, really?
So send me the text, babe. Send me the text.
That's not the one she sent me. Right now, doors.
Commercial live TV.
13 to 6.
Live TV.
Keep a man on the toes. Welcome back to the Farm Rich halftime report. Just you and I here, Taki. I'm not sure what happened to Peter Burns, or did you have him keep your wife's name out of his mouth?
Huh?
We'll see how Peter Burns is with that smart mouth in the second half. But Gators do not.
Hey,
Man, they all laughing, but he is not
hey,
laughing.
he punched.
at all.
Hey, listen, I think he
Right.
went back there and beat him up. I think he went back there and beat him up, man.
Like
I don't want to
ain't,
say
he ain't
he's
laughing
not
about
laughing,
it.
and they
No,
just
he's not at
giggling,
all.
and he's
Uh-huh.
not. They trying to play it off, and he's not laughing at all. Man, that was tense.
Bro, he loved his family. You don't play with a man's family. That's
And
real.
look at the
That's all that
picture.
out
Look
there.
at the picture he posted afterwards. Friend hashtag friendship. Man, don't no
No
friend like trying to
friendship.
humiliate you like that on TV.
But he's like he said, moving on, but you still owe Mrs. Watson a public
Yeah.
apology.
Yes. Yes.
Now
he
with that
does.
face he making, he went back there and sized him up. He went back there and sized that boy up. When a man tuck his suit like that and grab his jacket, yeah, he sized him up real
He will
decent.
slip
Yeah.
him. He
Do
will
you guys,
slip
you that, do
He
you,
did
do
off
you guys
camera.
think he overreacted, or do you think that
No,
was appropriate?
no, because I didn't come here to hear no insult about my wife. Now me, I wouldn't care, but talk about my family like that, bro, I don't know you, bro.
Mhm.
You don't know my family,
Yeah.
bro. You don't know because I
Like
like I
looking
said,
at
a lot of people
watching
can't
the
take us
show,
like that.
but they don't look like they're just. I mean, I'm not saying they're not friends, but they don't look like they tight like that. You
No,
know,
they ain't.
for him to take a shot like that, that's a real personal joke there.
Right.
Like, I mean, y'all, for you to make a joke like that and let that slide, y'all friendship got to be like y'all see each other on an everyday basis. Your wife sees him on like she would be cool with him saying like, haha, that don't even seem like that's that type of friendship. So I don't know why he would even go there.
She probably texted him some Jada Smith stuff. Was like, you know, I'm talking about
Right.
Nah,
he was like off
Well,
air.
it
He went off
did-
air and took care of that.
But like
Yeah.
he said, apology accepted. We moving on. See you Saturday, man.
Would
We
you-
ain't-
Right.
Would
All
you
right,
accept that hint?
what would you do?
accept that
Why
hint?
don't you run that beautiful bean footage of Will Smith? You got that?
No, I don't have that one. I don't have that one. Couldn't find it.
Okay.
But
Hey, you
again,
know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Hints. When you come to family, bro, when you both about family, like if I don't know you, I don't feel coming around you. Yes, I'm going to talk to you one on one. I might talk to you after the show. You know what I'm saying? I won't pull a Will Smith and go up and choke slam you on that desk. You know what I'm saying? But I was
Right.
like, come on, let's go in the back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to put your foot down, let the entertainers know where you stand at. Because
Yeah,
if not, if he was laughing with it, bro, he would took it too far, bro. He would took it too far. So he did what he had to do.
like if not yet. If he let him slide with that one, he came back with another one and
Okay,
another
another
one.
one. It got worse.
The deeper and deeper joke we got.
Yeah, he would have been deeper and deeper. Hello.
Like you know what I mean, but ex-player of the Saints and Patriots.
Good guy, good player.
Good guy, you know, good players. He wasn't like, you know, he was a great player, but again, you don't say nothing about nobody's wife or significant other and don't really know him like that. It's off the line for me.
You're gonna get
Look
choked
at their family. They got a big family. Look at all those babies she's birthed for him.
That's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
Jeez. Yeah,
Boy,
he
that
can't.
is work in front.
Absolutely nobody can say anything random about that man's wife.
7 kids.
I don't think he was wrong. I mean, now, if hopefully it didn't turn violent, because I definitely don't condone, just putting your hands on anybody. But he definitely deserved to be checked. Certainly.
Time out, D. Now, watch your mouth. That man should have watched his mouth now. The man should have watched his mouth now. See, right there, you want to get smacked. Hey,
I'm saying,
whatever.
like, you don't.
Hey,
I
now
mean,
listen.
it was at the end of the day, it was a joke. He didn't get physical.
Not on live.
So
Not no Fox Sports
you
Network.
know
talking
the
about
old
your
saying,
mama.
"Sticks and stones break my bones."
Do you believe that? Do you believe that?
Yeah, but like I understand what D7 said. You can't let everything get you up and wild and ready to fight everybody.
But you can stand your ground. There's a way to stand your ground without being physical.
Hey, I get
sure.
y'all too. Y'all right, but it's some shit. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It's some stuff.
All right, do it, D7. Do it a piece. The piece. There you go.
Ain't no peace for me. I'm put my peaceful peace after the show. Yeah, we gonna talk after the show, bro.
He's
Now
like, I mean,
it's up to your
he's like,
discretion.
swing
Hey,
first.
listen,
Okay,
listen,
now I'm in peace.
listen. It's up to your discretion if you want to post this beat down after the show. You want to post this beat down. You
Like,
know.
I
But you
suggest I
should
go to
listen
commercial.
to what he said. He said, but we go ahead and lead us out, December. We went over a little bit.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for joining us for another episode on the BowTie Sports podcast. I hope you all enjoyed your holidays. And yeah, check out that game tomorrow because we're going to be talking about that again next week. All right. Chiefs every week, Chiefs all day, hence, right?
Yep. All right, guys. We'll be back next Saturday at 1. We had some technical difficulties today, but
we'll be on time.
we're back.
Go
All right,
Rams.
guys.